Alright, so it's a new day in Foz do Iguaçu, Brazil, and I was outside for 5 minutes packing the bike without any gear on, and I'm absolutely soaked, like completely soaked in sweat. It's dripping off me. It's so hot out, and we're heading towards Paraguay. So we're going to cross into the border to Paraguay. We have to cross at Ciudad Del Este. So that means two things. One, it's sweltering once I have all the gear on, and it means walking around in the heat. It's going to be a really, really hot day. And we're going to get through Ciudad del Este as fast as we can to Asuncion, the capital of Paraguay. Ciudad del Este, although lots of Brazilians go shopping there, it's meant to be a very, very dangerous city. I know someone that was robbed at gunpoint about 6 months ago there. It's meant to be a pretty dangerous city. There's even a whole Netflix series on the crime there. I can't remember the name. I think it's like DNA of a crime or something like that. Interesting, check it out. But anyway, let's go to Paraguay and see what the border holds in store for us.
Hola. No, Paraguay.
Vamos a Paraguay.
Yeah.
Yes, de migraciones.
Sí, ¿dónde es?
Migraciones, agarrar a la derecha, donde está escrito motos.
Ah, motos.
Motos,
Okay.
ahí vos pasás para motos a Paraguay. ¿O creo?
Obrigado.
¿No vas a hacer parking? ¿Hacer la compra en Paraguay?
No. Obrigado.
Asuncion.
It's already so confusing. I've got turned around, I've come back and enter Brazil, trying to find a parking spot. So now they've had to make an exception. They're gonna show me how to get back. So confusing. Let's see how this goes, see if they'll make an exception for me to enter Brazil and turn around to get to Paraguay. So confusing. Alright, well the Paraguayan side was quite a bit easier, just walk in, clearly signed, very straightforward. The Brazilian side was so chaotic and confusing, and then crossing the bridge, that guy almost hit me on the bike, like mental. But we're in Paraguay, let's go see what we have in store, and get out of this city as fast as we can. Porque yo no tengo monedas de acá, tengo un poco miedo. Oh man, it's so hot. It's like one of the hottest days I've had. I'm just soaking in sweat. So I had to stop and get a refill, and they have my favorite in South America. They have this mango loco monster. Delicious. Alright, so we've made it to Asuncion in Paraguay. I'm just exhausted. I'm soaking wet, just pouring sweat all day long. It's funny, Paraguay is kind of what I expected until I got to the city of Asuncion. It's a little bit cooler than I thought, but the countryside just kind of what I thought, like lush and green, but also a little bit dry. Mostly just farmland, fairly flat. There's very few paved roads off the side. I say it would have been really, really cool to do some like adventure riding on the dirt stuff. Unfortunately, there's got a couple things working against me. I'm still quite sick. My tires are almost gone, the back tires, I need to replace them, but I'm also I have to go to Buenos Aires to ship the motorcycle. My plan is to go back up through Venezuela, the rest of Brazil, and then Venezuela. Unfortunately, I can't get a Venezuelan visa on the road. I have to either go back to Canada, or apparently it's possible from Panama, but I'd have to fly there, apply, then wait a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever it is, and hope that I get the visa. So I'm just not willing to do that. I also could have used my Irish passport, but that was my plan, and then I opened it up and realized that it's expiring in a week. So what are you gonna do? That will be left for next time. So I'm gonna go back to Buenos Aires and ship the Moto for the end of my South American portion of the adventure for like a year and a half, almost 2 years. But anyway, made it to Paraguay. I'm staying in like an obscenely nice hotel, way nicer than anything I would ever normally stay in for a long time. Paraguay's quite cheap. This place is like double the price I would ever spend. But I booked like 3 other hotels, one after another, in the area I wanted to stay in, the Villa Mora, which is what everybody recommends. And they all said they have private parking, and I would confirm, hey, just to make sure there's somewhere safe to put the motorcycle. And they were all like, well, it's not, like, it's private because it's ours, but it's not secured. Like, there's no gate, there's no way to secure the bike. It's open to the street. So we don't do that. So I found this place. Was the cheapest place in Villa Mora where I wanted to stay, with a parking garage or secured parking. So that's my exhausted, heat delirious, rambling on explanation. Hope it was mildly interesting. Crossing Paraguay wasn't overly interesting. Would have liked to see more, but I haven't heard of many things to see. But crossing Brazil was just fucking crazy. Like, the one guy hit me with the bike. Hope the camera picked that up. Anyway, next we'll be crossing back into Argentina.